viewers, and our correspondent Ini is standing by to tell us. Ini, what are they saying?
Well, yes, good evening and welcome to this corner where we take your view. And the question for this evening, as the discussion in the studio has been, is what would you remember the outgoing President Goodluck Jonathan, for? And we had a lot of comments, and well, I have to tell you, it's both positive and negative, and it seems to have a balance. We'll start with Facebook, and the first person we're hearing from is Maurice Ndukwe. He says that the president, the outgoing president, is one man that he will always respect. He's a hero to have accepted defeat. The world thought he would fight back, but he's a hero, and he's considered the peace and security of the people above his personal interests. And then we also have from Adedapo Olowofela. He says he's the most insulted, socially opposed, politically challenged Nigerian president who meant well for the people of Nigeria. Unfortunately, corruption has been idolized in the country as a religion by the same people. He is a faithful servant who believes his ambition is not worth the blood of any human. And then the next one is from Gloria Anuje. He says he's the first real president Nigeria has ever had, a man with a human face and one who didn't put his political ambition at the expense of the citizens' lives. Dare Olaolu says the first incumbent president that lost election. And then we have Vincent Nwosu, who says his humble attitude, even in the face of provocations, only presidents in the world who took all manner of insult and still did not react. He is the reason why Nigeria did not go to war or collapse. And finally, we have Debola Alaka, who says everything negative except rejection of same-sex marriage. Well, at least we thank God, even though it's negative, there is something positive. Well, we have a whole lot more, and tomorrow we'll continue to bring you some of your views. Back to you, Nelta.
Thank you very much, Ini Thompson, for letting us know what our viewers are saying. Okay, gentlemen, we're almost out of time. So I'll begin with the economist, and I'll come back to the farmer and end up with one economist. So I'll begin with you, Mr. Rewan. Now, there's this speculation that Nigerians are so interested in luxury goods, especially Nigerians in public service. So how would that point to managing an economy and getting us to a better place? Please make it short.
You know, that is spending the money that you've already made. The problem now is how to make the money. So what you're going to see is as people leave office, their level of ostentation and consumption will drop. And they become irrelevant. And you know, that happens. Cyclical downturns, political change, new people in business and all of that. So we're going to see changes. But because of transparency and because of the war against corruption, the level of ostentation and flaunting and impunity will reduce.
Okay.
And that will help.
All right. What about you? What would you like to see in the new administration?
We will like them to at least assist farmers in the areas of input, grants if possible, and single digit for the farmers. And at every geopolitical zone, there should be a processing center, including all these marketing board to be set up, so that if we produce, we have where we take our goods to. So that was one of the things we are.
That's what you want to say.
Yes.
Okay.
Mr. Adebajo.
Well, first of all, I think the most important thing the president faces is that I would like to see that in his inaugural speech, he announces the removal of the subsidy. I think that's the first thing. I would also like to see a very strong economic management team that understands how to manage an economy in a deficit. As I've always maintained, I believe in this country. I believe in the potential of our economy, a 530 billion GDP, the largest in Africa. If we put in the right managers for this economy, and if the president appoints the right people to manage this economy, I think that we should not have too much of a problem.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. Just before I say goodbye to my guest and my colleague and I close here, I'd like to bring this up to you. There's a dinner to celebrate the inauguration currently going on at the president. Oh, but then I was going to talk about that picture after this announcement. That's a picture of the president-elect in the economy class of British Airways, when he went to London. And some say that's a picture of a man who's willing to cut down the cost of governance, and he's beginning with himself. So all other leaders, take a cue and learn from the president-elect. Again, there's a celebration, a dinner going on right now where that president-elect is also with some other foreign heads of state at the Aso Rock Villa, the banquet hall of the Aso Rock Villa, and other heads of state are present, including the Prime Minister of Ethiopia. President Jonathan and President-elect Muhammadu Buhari are sitting side by side at that dinner table. Well, thank you so much. Let me thank my guest here, Mr. Iwan. Thank you for coming. Mr. Adebajo, thank you for coming. And Mr. Oke, thank you for coming. Gimba?
Yes, indeed. Yes, we'll hope to see how Sulai and Mokwe, as well as Chamberlain, of course. Chamberlain is also
I don't think they are at that dinner.
We'll be handling this for us tomorrow, and we'll be here for you as well. And then we'll see you then, I guess.
Yes, indeed. The studios will open tomorrow at 7 a.m. on the dot. From then on, it will be till, well, as we say, till we say goodbye. Thank you so much. Have yourself a good night.